So welcome everyone, and I'd like to start our very first session for tonight, PortWave Yokohama Talks on Global Innovation, Volume 6. So this is my name is Yu, and I'm the Program Manager at Yokohama Connect. And this is a 30 minutes fireside chat welcoming innovator from all over the world. Today, I have the guests from United States or from Yokohama. But he's now... You just coming back from United States? Yeah. So Ryosuke Takenaka, please welcome. So are you ready for the fires? Okay, so since we have very limited time, I'd like to first I'd like you to introduce yourself, and you're ready to share your screen?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, I'm Ryosuke. I live in Mountain View in California. 2 years ago, I lived in Ann Arbor, Michigan. During my MBA program, University of Michigan, I started this education tech company. So now moved to Mountain View. We are still a small team, but we already developed like education tech company, but focusing on the mental health platform for each school, like elementary school, middle school, high school is our target customer. And we focusing on only like a mental health, like how to improve their communication skill, compassion skill, and like a self-awareness, self-management skill. So focusing on social, emotional learning skill, not academic score. So by using like an AI plan, and we creating like each student's counseling plan. So teachers and the school counselor can decrease their preparation time for each student's mental health. So yeah, that is my product.
Thank you very much. So would you like to?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please.
So we have like a web app and
okay. Yes, now I can see.
Okay.
Yep.
Yes, we have a web app and a mobile app. This is a web app for a teacher's account. So they can see like each student's and plans. So this is one student, like Amina. So they can see like an AI teacher plan. Teachers can put a comment, what is the class behavior, and a school counselor also put a session note. And students can do their like mobile check-in by using school tablet, okay, like this. So this is one of the example. They have a bunch of mental health activity for each students. So this is like an emoji check-in. When students coming to school, they just click on like what is the feeling today, like a happy or angry. So for like a lower grade, they can just choose like this only 4 quadrant emojis. But for middle school, high school, it's more like a granular, like a very more tiny emoji, like a how angry, how sad, something. And after click on the emoji, this character is like asking by voice or text, why are you feeling happy or why are you feeling like a sad, something. And the students can put voice or text. I'm happy because I went to the aquarium with my mom or something. So all data is going to web app, and they can see, sorry. So based on the student's input, counselor session note, and a teacher's comment, our AI is already embedded several research paper for each students, like how to improve communication skill, how to improve like social, emotional skills. So based on that research paper and the input data, creating some plans. For teacher account, we have 4 categories, like how to talk to these students, how to talk to these students' parents, and what is the home practice idea is like a better match for these students, and a homeroom activity. So if teachers super busy and they have to focus on some like academic score, so they can just follow this like a draft plan or edit based on this like a mental health counseling plan. And for a score, we using just only like a one theory. It's like a SDT is like a self-determination theory. In Japanese, like a 自己決定理論. So this is like a well-being score, like autonomy, competence, and relatedness. So based on the all activity and teacher's comment, our AI can analyze that well-being score. And based on the score, our AI plan is suggest like which activity is this students should do this week, second week, third week, something like that. So So our purpose is just like to show up score, putting a scoring for social emotional learning, like math score, science score, so that parents and teachers doesn't need to worry about, oh, these students have like a nice math score, nice science score. Probably these students can go to like Kyodai, Todai, go to university. But some students have to have like a worried about, oh, I can go to like a Todai, but I'm worried about how can I make the new friends in the new environment, something like that. It's like we want to just like put in all score, like academic score. It's like our purpose. Yep.
Thank you very much for sharing the actual data space. And social emotional learning is kind of trend now in the US or also in Japan.
Yeah, I think in Japan, is we call the非認知能力. And in the US, several SEL education tech companies already exist, but they're focusing on like how to improve this compassion skill, like by using video or like a tablet gamification for targeting only students for like a B2C model. But our targeting primarily is schools, like how to help the teachers and counselors. So by using AI. So our concept is we cannot replace the old teachers and counselors for mental health. So we're just helping the teachers, counselors first, and our product just like a subsidiary of like a teachers and a counselor. So we need human help, but only human help is like too much for counselors and teachers. So in the US have like at least one child psychologist and one school counselor in each school, even part-time. But in Japan, it's 99% of like a part-time or school counselor, or only once a week is coming to school. So that's why I think this product is very helpful for them.
So you are both targeting the US school in the US and also in Japan.
I guess, yeah, for now.
Okay. So how long have you been, maybe you are like briefly explain, but how long have you been working on this venture or startup?
We started at 2024 August. So now it's almost third year.
Third year.
Yeah. So we developed the completely this winter or like last December around that. So now we starting like a pilot school in the New York in US and Yokohama elementary school in Japan and Tokyo, one middle school in here.
Nice. So there's so many cases, and I think like a mental health or mental support, especially in the school, is kind of a trend both in Japan and in United States. So I want to go to the very first question, which is a wave question. So now it's been 30 years. So what big trend do you see, especially maybe in your field, education or mental health or social emotional learning, and how are you getting ready for it? What is the trend? What is a wave you see?
I think trend is still primarily for like a math score, like academic score, like how to go to like a Harvard or Stanford or like a nice university and how to get like a nice job. But I think gradually, I think social emotional learning is more booming compared to before. And I think in Japan also, several like bad score is increased, like the number of absentees schools and the number of bullied also very increased. So I think in Japan also will be more, I think, important score, like a social emotional learning. But still that 非認知能力 is like, Japanese translation is like a 非認知. That meaning still like a traditional teachers. Even my younger brother still like working as a teacher in Nara Prefecture. So 非認知 meaning like not recognize. So almost all teachers, counselors cannot put a score. So cannot track those like social emotional learning. So still they like hesitate to using AI or like hesitate to put some score. So that's why I think depends on the teachers, depends on the school counselor's level. The like improvement is very like how can I say unstable.
So not only for understanding or raising awareness of the importance of the social emotional learning support, but also technological support that they can utilize the AI tool as their like the buddy.
Yes, yeah. I think usually like social emotional learning and mental health is sometimes based on their experience, but by using the research paper, a bunch of like a nice score or like evidence is huge and in the US too. Like a emoji check-in is like by Yale University score. Like how to put like a anger management score. They already exist. So by using score, I think they can track, oh, these students after doing this activity compared to last month, these students can control their anger management and they can decrease the behavior, like aggressive behavior, like hitting others, like that. So they have all metrics. Like anger management is like a 0 to 5 score, and how to like express their compassion is like a 0 to 10, something like that. So depends on the activity, depends on the skill. They have all like a score they have. So by using that score research paper, we can now calculate and analyze and show up the graph chart by using AI.
Interesting. So not only for the individual or customized support, but also that report can reflect on the general curriculum for the school.
Yep.
Interesting. So that is, I also want to come to the next question, which is anchor question. What core value anchors your work? And can you share a time when it guided you through a challenge? Because I think like an education field, especially in a startup phase, kind of like a bit difficult to raise money. So why are you still very passionate about this? Like, what is your core value?
Oh, yes, yeah. Our concept is like just only 2 points important. So we want to reduce the number of people hurting others, and we want to decrease the number of people who are like get hurting. So can I say quickly in Japanese? So 人を傷つける人を減らしたいっていうのと、人から傷つけられたときに自分の気持ちをこうコントロールできる人を増やしたい。で、この2つをすることで、子供が、なんか就活とか受験とかスポーツの時も、こう気持ちを整えれると、周りにこう人を傷つけたりいじめる人がいたりしても、何かあった時にこう、とんでもないことにならないんですよね。So we can stop like a serious problem. So by using that skill. That's why we just focusing on that 2 points by using that.
So creating the peaceful or non-violence, not just for the physical violence, but also the mental violence, but having a more peaceful environment for all the child.
Yeah. I think it's very, very hard like to put like a 0. No bullies and like no hurting people is super difficult.
Yeah.
But we just like try to decrease that number of people who hurting others. And for like raising money things, we are doing like grant money. So as she said, I think in the education tech, it's very hard to getting raise fund from investors or VC. But we are doing like using grant or subsidiary. The grant meaning like 補助金 is like non-dilution money. They have like a bunch of options for like education, well-being for children, like a next generation. I think that is a lot of opportunity compared to other like profit companies, I think.
So you have the hybrid way of raising your the finance strategy.
Yes.
Not just relying on the equity finance or the investor side, but also looking for the grant or not the charity, but those who are understanding your mission and vision and supporting your initiative.
And especially for like a well-being side and the mental health is more opportunity to get a grant.
Exactly.
So our product is not only like academic things. That's why I think we already using several grants, probably institution in the US. That is because of, I think, mental health things and the well-being things.
Yeah, and like it's unfortunately it is so common especially in the States that there is so many violence happening every day somewhere in like some school in the States almost every day, right? So I think like teachers has a huge needs.
Yep.
Thank you. So I also want to understand, may I ask about one quick follow-up question that what is your first experience? Why you decided to working on this field? Like I know like you wants to create a safe space for all the child, but what is your if you have any experience, do you feel it's really important for the world?
This is like my fifth company. I did several companies before, but all companies like in Tokyo and Singapore is like all for education things, like a mental health coaching for adult or young professionals, and like an international school for students. And still, I have like a one, I can say like a self-learning space in Chiba Prefecture that is focusing on the students who quit school because of some bully or something. So we just want to help children. And my parents is teachers, and my younger brother teacher, and my younger sister is social worker in the school. So I think I grow up around my education field. That's why I'm focusing on more education side.
So the family or your history is like really focusing or very close to the education
Yeah.
field. I
That's
see.
why, yeah.
That's really makes sense. So the third question, port question is like, if you could choose any new port for your next collaboration, maybe it could be a community or industry or mindset or the region you are looking for. Where would you like to go and why?
I think, yeah.
Any port you want to collaborate?
Oh, you mean like in addition to the education field or?
Yeah, education, or now you're doing the prototyping or testing in Yokohama. But if you have any specific region you're looking for, or any kind of like a potential collaborate, industry
Oh, yes,
to
yeah.
scale your company.
I think for now it's still Hiroshima. Several high school and middle school is pending, and I go to Hiroshima next week. And Osaka also 5 school is pending, and I have a new opportunity for in Akita Prefecture too. So I probably not focus on this prefecture something. Just now it's through human connection, and we have 2 advisors. So those professors have also connection in several local government, and through that connection, we plan to going to like anywhere, not to focus on like specific prefecture like that.
So you're back and forth, US and Japan,
Yes, for now,
lately?
yeah. For now, just like I just staying only June, and I go back to Mountain View July 5th. But until then, I just have several appointments with schools. So I plan to visit middle school, high school, elementary school, and showing our prototype, and probably 2 months, 3 months free pilot. And after they want to use our product, we just like switching to like a paid pilot testing. So
I see. So since we have here is a platform for all the innovators from the local government or entrepreneurs or enterprises. If you want to do if you announce something for the future collaboration, those who joining today, who are you looking for? What kind of collaboration are you looking for from today's audience?
I think we still want to get like feedback from like parents, teachers, school counselors, and the local government or people, anybody who have some interest in the education field. That's very helpful to us. And we plan to collaborate some like more any industry related to like students, some like students insurance, some like characters or gamification company. I think we have, for now, is a web app for schools and a gamification app for students. But we already have a parents mobile app too. So after finishing a B2B to schools, we plan to switch to B2C model too. There's only students who cannot go to schools also can use our product. So parents can check, like analyze like a score by using parents mobile app. So even if students don't go to like schools, so parents can check like, oh, how can I like talk to my kids? Usually my kids is going to like hit like other people or something in the siblings or friends, but we can show like any research papers score, the bunch of score and the research paper also for parents too. Like your kids is like age 15 to age 17 in this age, so you can approach to this by this way something. So parents also can learn how to raise students and how to educate also. So that is very helpful.
Like nowadays, using AI for the child is especially in the States, there's a news that many of the, not many, but some kids or the younger generation using AI for hurting themselves, like AI guiding them to help themselves. So you are kind of going to be opposite to trying to prevent those kind of like a very sad story.
I think so, yeah. So our mobile app can talk to our AI character, but like not free talk. So we just like facilitate our AI character. Like one of the example is three good things. This activity is just students reflect what happened today is my three good things. I went to baseball club with my friend. I was happy. 1 second, like a third, like a good things. So after that, just like a done. So our AI character stop to like a talking like very free conversation. The free conversation is like will be still have several problems. So just like stopping each activity and less than 5 minutes activity. So we can decrease the screen time too and decrease several like problems happening because of AI free conversation.
So you can tell like from the educational like theory and also the ethical use to like prevent and also having a free conversation to really understand what they're feeling, what they are experiencing now. Okay, so the next question is a failure questions. So it's been your fifth company, you said, and also it's been a third year. So what is the most valuable lessons you learned from failure in the past?
I think I have a bunch of failures. So like mm, I think human relationship is like still tough. For now, is our company is like a still small team. Engineering team is like three developers. They live in like India, Pakistan, and Seattle. And the designer is living in the Philippines, but he's Dutch. And advisors also one Japanese, and another one is like living in the Boston. So we are very
Diverse.
diverse and remote. So we don't just need to talk like in person every day. So now it's very, I think, good opportunity in the environment. So only twice a week, the Zoom, and additional like a team meeting. We just only do like a one-on-one with me. So, but previous company, we usually like going to same office. So some students starting like argue with each other or like they want to get more high salary, a high stock option, something. So that is human relationship is sometimes very tough. Yeah, that is and not failure, but sorry, that's I think not good answer, but
No.
yeah,
But you are always
yeah,
challenging.
to me, like, business model also hard, but strategy and finance also very hard. But even if we are like less funding and still like a less profit, but we can focus on like our mission and to business model revenue because just only continue to selling to like customers. That's it. But for human relationship, it's like we need to have like another mindset and a mind share. So that is very like less effective time for each teams.
You need to make your own efforts, but the result is not coming up the next day.
Yes, yeah.
You need to like embrace and always like support each, like try to like communicate,
Yeah.
cultivate the culture
Yes.
every day, right?
So, and as my position, so I need to say like sometimes, if that employees cannot change their mind, so they need to leave. So that is, I think, the tough situation, I think. I just want to work with like every team members, but sometimes I need to say like a strict opinion too. But that is, I think, tough situation, I think.
That's really interesting. Even you're the maybe professional from the education and social emotional learning, but still really difficult to like having a great human management, human resource management is not really easy, even for you.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay, so but you are now challenging every day as an entrepreneur. So the last question, last but not least, the forward question in. So tell me one sentence. What change do you hope to see through your work in next 5 years?
In my industry or
company or like in general as you as an entrepreneur through your work, what kind of changes would you like to see in the next 5 years?
Oh, I want to see like the new numbers that like decrease updated number of absentee students and decrease the number of the bullied in the school. So that is my in 5 years. Yeah.
So you keep working on it.
Oh yes, yeah.
Okay, thank you. So I think this is the almost the end of the today's PortWave Yokohama talks on global innovation, and So we still have 1 or 2 minutes. So do you have one last message to the audience before closing?
Yeah, thank you for coming to today's. I was very happy to hear. So we just want to help children, and through helping children, we want to like a nicer society, the environment in the future. So that is our mission. So we still struggle to keep on that.
Thank you very much. And thank you very much for sharing your passion and sharing your story and showing us the demo. So I hope like everyone gets inspired by his talk. And from after this session, those who are joining Tech Hub Yokohama in person today, you can get to talk to him that he will be on the networking area. So please talk to him. And if there's any potential collaboration, introduction to the potential school teachers, that would be great. So hope you enjoy, stay here and stay connected and for the future collaboration. Thank you everyone for joining. And please send them random pros to the Ryosuke.